So the first thing I need to do is create a large flat space for laying out the first wall. Since the blocks kind of obstruct with my floor, I create this little elevated platform. I mark out my top and my bottom plate there at 16 inches on center. I lay out all my studs and I nail them into place on the top plate. Then I run around to the other side and nail those in to the base plate. Once I got that done, I can prepare to raise the wall, add some cross members for support. I verified it was square before I put those down, and then I get a couple buddies to lift the wall into place and put in some uprights to hold it there. Then I go to work on the second wall, marking the base plate, setting the top plate, and then laying the studs in between. I'm not framing the windows at this point. I add them later. I was uncommitted on what size and where to place the windows at this time. So put the cross member supports in, and only took one buddy to raise it this time. Tack it down to the sill plate and then put in some kickers to support it there. And then go to work on wall number 3. Same thing, top plate, base plate, studs in between, 16 inches on center. Verify it's square and then put in a cross member for support. Get my neighbor to come over and help me raise it. Kick plates to hold it in place. Now I skipped the fourth wall there. You can see I framed it in and added the headers afterwards. I thought this would be easier for me. Certainly it's easier to raise the wall without the heavy headers installed. Also gave me a little bit of extra security to make sure everything was sized up just right for the blocks. Next step, I go around and create a double top plate on all 4 walls, interlocking them together at the same time. And now I can begin to stage the trusses for the final phase of framing. You see I got an upright there in the background, up on the top of the screen. That extends the wall. I'll tip the end plate, the end truss into that upright when I get to that, which is right now. You can see I got 3 uprights there. Getting that end truss into place. Get my neighbor to come help me tip it up. And we tack it into place. And then we can move on to the next truss. A lot of up and down on the ladders here for these trusses, especially working as one person, but even with the second hand. Tipping them up one at a time. Got most of them up in one day here. And see, I do some of them by myself, just pushing it up into place. The next day I come and finish the last final trusses. Last one to go up is the special end truss. Once I get that into place, I put up these end members to support it, and then I go around and check everything for square, and I'm ready to start on the sheathing. One thing I want to point out is that I used a double base plate design. I have a 2x6 treated lumber on the block perimeter that was bolted into the slab, and then after that I laid my wall, assembled wall on top, and nailed that to the sill plate. In some places you might need to strap it or bolt it to the sill plate, but it was sufficient in my jurisdiction just to nail it. I hope this video was somehow useful for you. If so, please give me a like, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thanks for watching.